Still snowing in Fargo-Moorhead, though it's not coming down as heavy as it was earlier today. We had big flakes flying around in Fargo. In fact, it looked like little snowballs coming down at times this morning. It's a little bit better right now. You can see the road surface on I-94 looking a little better too. It looks like it's a wet surface at this point in time, but there are lots of places having trouble with hazardous conditions thanks to that heavy wet snow. And here's a look at some of our reports. These are, of course, initial reports. We're likely to add to these as we progress through the day today, but our highest number so far is 11 inches in the Portland area in Trail County, and Carlstad and into Argusville we're looking at 7 inches there. I mentioned that 6.7 in West Fargo. Here at the station we had a little over 5 inches of snow so far, and lesser amounts to the farther east you go, and Pembina is at 6 inches of snow too. So kind of a wide range of where those heavier snowfall totals are at this point. And there's more snow continuing here. Steady snow up around Grand Forks, back into other places in Minnesota, Highway 59 corridor, down to Detroit Lakes. That area where we had a little bit of a break, starting to see some more snow development around that Fergus Falls area. And then back over toward southeastern North Dakota, Jamestown, Ellendale, and then west from there, seeing more snow in that area. Zooming in a little bit, Grand Forks, we just saw that view from Grand Forks where Ryan was. Lots of snow coming down there right now. And Fargo, again, a little farther north you go, you'll see more snow. Farther south, it'll be a little bit quieter within the metro at this point in time. But there's still lots of snow to our south that's going to be trying to move its way to the northwest here today. And so more places being impacted by this as we progress through the afternoon and into the evening. Wind, once again, still strong out of the east, getting into that 30-mile-per-hour range or more, enough to drive some of that snow at you while you're trying to get out and about. But not a lot of strong blowing snow going on. We're not looking at necessarily blizzard conditions, but visibility is low thanks to that thicker or heavier snow coming down. And we're at a quarter mile in Grand Forks, Gwinner, and back over to Park Rapids and Wadena at a quarter mile for visibility. So looking at your hour-by-hour planner through the rest of the afternoon, again, widespread areas of light to moderate snow with pockets of heavy snow in there. That's where you see these little purple areas here. And breaks in there too, where we get a little bit of a lull. In Fargo, may see another one getting closer to that 5 o'clock hour. That evening commute going to be another tough one here today, getting into the nighttime hours tonight, still dealing with that. And later, we see some big breaks starting to develop within that area of snowfall. Still coming down in some spots, but more places where we're starting to get a break from it. And that will continue into the morning hours tomorrow. So starting off the day with still some spotty areas of snow, but it should be winding down through the morning, and that wind eventually easing up too for us here in the valley. So getting a little bit better, though that morning commute probably still going to be a problem for a lot of places here. By noon, more sunshine starting to work its way in as drier air moves into the valley. Temperatures mainly in those 20s for highs tomorrow. So this is snowfall potential in addition to what we've seen already. So there are going to be some places that are still in that 3+, maybe even 6-inch range in some parts of the valley, maybe even more than that beyond. And then in those areas where we've seen some breaks, that might be an area where we get lesser amounts, maybe in that 1 to 3 inch range between Fargo and in Fergus Falls here by the time this is all done tomorrow morning. And then we get a nice break here from Wednesday through Friday, nice and dry with temperatures below freezing though, so that snow going to stick around for a little while here. And as we get into the weekend, warming above freezing again with a slight chance for snow on Saturday, but today certainly the big event for any weather we're expecting this week. And it's going to be tough getting around. Of course, we've had all those cancellations. You want to make sure you're careful, and if you need to shovel, give yourself some breaks. The snow is very heavy.
Yes, we've seen multiple cars not only getting into accidents but going into the ditch, so warning signs are out there. Thank you, Lisa. Well,